Inside the oven, I've placed a baking sheet. I'm going to preheat my oven to 450. I am going to season the steak with the provided Kansas City Steak Company seasoning and spritz it with olive oil on all sides. I am now going to heat a cast iron skillet on high until very hot. Once the cast iron skillet is at the desired temperature of very hot, I am going to sear both sides of the filet mignon, plus sear around to crisp the bacon. After that, I'm going to place the filet mignon in a 450-degree oven directly on the baking sheet, but not using the cast iron skillet. Placing the filet mignon directly on the baking sheet and roasting for several minutes depending on how you like your steak cooked. The recipe book describes 2 to 4 minutes for very rare, 4 to 6 minutes for rare, and 6 to 8 minutes for medium rare, and then 8 to 10 minutes for medium in a 450-degree oven. I prefer medium rare, so I'll be roasting mine starting at 6 minutes and going to 8. This recipe, which is in the steaks, chops, roasts, and ribs from America's Test Kitchen, is cooking 6 fillets. Obviously, I'm only cooking 1, so I won't do this probably as long since I'm only going to have 1 piece of meat in the oven. You know that your pan is hot enough when you hear the sizzle as soon as you place the steak on the pan. You want to create a nice sear on both sides, and remember, we'll also be doing around the steak to crisp the bacon. You can see that I've placed the steak on its side in an effort to get the bacon nice and crispy. Now that the bacon has been crisped around the sides, I have turned off the heat and removed the pan from the heat. I will now take the steak and transfer it directly onto the baking dish inside of the oven. It said 4 to 6 minutes, but since I'm only cooking 1 steak, I'm actually going to set it for just 3, and then check it after that. While my steak is cooking, I'm preparing my side dish. I made some broccoli. I have butter in the bottom of the bowl. I just make this in the microwave. A little salt, a little pepper, mix it up. We'll have a perfect side dish for wrapped filet mignon. Looks like the 3 minutes is up. Let's check the steak. Just want to look at the bacon, see how it's cooking. Still feels very soft. Let's give it a little more time. I did end up cooking the steak in a 450-degree oven for 6 minutes. I will now cover it with foil to let it rest. After about 5 minutes, the steak is ready to go. I've taken off the foil. I got my broccoli here. Place that there. Look how beautiful that is. A perfect keto meal. Very important. Before you start eating your steak, you have to pull out the pin that was already in there that holds the bacon on. Now, if you're making these at home and not getting them delivered frozen, you'll use your own pin to keep the bacon attached. So take that out and you're ready to eat. I have now cut the filet mignon in half. Let's check the inside. It's gorgeous. That is a beautiful medium rare right there. Just perfect. So I just cut my first piece. Let me make a taste here. Oh, exquisite. I didn't go too heavy on the seasoning because of the bacon. I know the bacon's going to have a lot of flavor and a lot of saltiness, so I didn't want to overdo it with the salt and pepper and the garlic. It's perfect. You know, maybe could have gone a little bit longer, depending on how you like your steak, but for me, this is perfect. Thanks for watching.